Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 5 of the Irish Championships.
My God, Diana, we've reached the middle of the championships.
Yeah, how are you feeling about it?
I was feeling a bit tired yesterday,
Really? Yeah, but
but
yesterday
I'm
was the
now.
longest day out of all of them.
Yeah, because we started early and
Yeah,
we went on until about 7:30
yeah.
last night. So yeah, I think maybe partly that, but no, I'm feeling enervated and looking forward to this round. And we've already got there are 3 games that are already over.
Yeah. One of
Um,
them was a walkover, though.
one of them was a walkover because unfortunately poor old Joshua Ryan, I think there was some problem with him getting to the playing venue and he didn't make it within the 30 minutes.
Oh!
Um, and so he was defaulted, which is yeah, it's rotten. It's rotten. But you know that I hate having to play people who turn up. You know, in the Armstrong and forever it was if you had an hour to get to the board.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and there were people who would turn up like 59 minutes late for a game. And it's horrible if I hated playing people like that because you're you've
But
got
you
an
have
extra
so much.
hour.
Yeah, you have so much time.
You're so much time, so you're supposed to beat them.
Yeah.
And they don't have that time, so they just play freely. They play like, oh yeah, that looks like a good move, I'm gonna play it. And they don't bother calculating or anything. They just play. And you're sweating there trying to think, oh my God, yeah, horrible. Um, and actually,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and I was on the opposite side of that. Yeah, I've been up a year ago, I think, in the Armstrong. I ended up being like 55 minutes late for my game, for my Saturday game, because there was horrible traffic in Dublin due to I think it was a pro-Palestine march that
Okay.
was going through the city, and I eventually got to the club, and I apologized to my opponent because I hate doing that, and
Yeah.
I sat down and like he blundered within like 15 moves or something and gave me
Really?
a very easy game. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
that's
it wasn't like a losing blunder, but it just meant I had a very easy game and won
yeah.
happily enough. So I think actually lost he just lost a pawn and yeah.
Hmm.
So but it's hard it's hard playing somebody who doesn't have that time,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, it's easier to play with them not having time than you not having time.
I think that the having an extra hour I think is actually worse than having an extra half hour.
Really?
Yeah, and it's definitely better than having like if you like so I think in the Olympiad you have to be there in the first 15 minutes. And I know
Yeah.
Magnus Carlsen last year in Budapest he was cycling to the venue,
Yeah.
and he got stuck in traffic,
He was
or lost his
late.
way or hmm, he was late,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he was. But they said
And
that he came after the announcements, I guess. That's what.
yeah, I don't, anyway, he was
Yeah.
allowed to play. He was
Yeah.
allowed to play, but that's okay because it's only 15 minutes, and that's kind of like if you're 15 minutes up on time against your opponent, you don't feel as if that's a winning advantage. It's just that's kind of normal, or it could
Yeah.
be normal. Half an hour is you're thinking, oh, that's pretty good, but an hour you think, oh, I'm just going to win, and that's the mistake. That's the psychological error. Yeah.
Yeah. But there are people also that spend a lot of time and you can also be 1 hour up. I always enjoyed that. I would much prefer
Uh-huh.
more than no time.
Right. Fair enough. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the first game. We have two other games that are over. And there was action in both of them, which is always nice. So this was Advait's game against Harry Brain.
Hello, also Freza and Chess Riddle. How are you guys?
Okay, let me click on this thing so I can see. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, I'm Mr. O'Connor. Excellent. There comes a stage in life when you end up becoming Mr. or Ms. or whatever, rather than just Jonathan or
In
Diana, you
Germany,
know.
they always call you by your second name. I'm always referred to Frau Mirza.
Of course you are. That's how it's done in Germany.
Yeah.
And if you were married to a doctor, you would be called Frau Doktor Mirza.
Really?
Yeah, and if you were a doctor yourself, then you'd be Dr. Frau Mirza.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know loads of people that also do PhD. If you ever see someone that has doctor by their name in on chess results, it's usually always from Germany.
yeah. They like their titles. They
Yeah.
like their titles. But yeah, and then apparently I don't, and I think this is apocryphal, but it may have been true at one stage. But if you're a woman doctor married to another doctor, which like happens probably more often than not,
Yeah.
uh, then you're Doctor Frau Doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
What? No
It's
way.
yeah, no, seriously. Seriously, look it up. Look it up.
That's funny.
Would I lie to you, Diana? Would I lie to you?
Well, exaggerate. Well, I mean, I guess technically it might be right, but I don't know if people actually do that.
Yeah, I think they used to do it a long time ago, but yeah, no, Germany is kind of. So I used to work when I worked in Stuttgart or lived in Stuttgart. I was sent to work in this IBM office way out in the countryside in a little village called Einingen, and it was it was in the middle of cornfields, and the building was a magnificent looking building in the shape of a ship. So it looked as if this was IBM's ship going through the sea of corn. It was
Wow.
fantastic. But I was told that you'd have. I mean, I guess a lot of the employees there were men, and quite a few of them lived in the area. But so their stay-at-home wives would go down to the local butcher and say, they'd say, my husband works in IBM. I want the best slice of meat.
No way.
Yeah. And they'd
What?
get it too. They'd get it because like this was the huge employer in the area. So, yeah, no, you definitely they were going to get that good treatment. Absolutely.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know if that still is the case, but yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at this game instead of chatting nonsense. So yeah, so we had Advait played e4, Harry played c5, and we get one of these e6 Sicilians, your favorite.
Yeah. Not like this though.
Yeah, this is like the four knights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or it's and now, yeah, I've seen everybody seems to be playing this bishop c5 nonsense, or at least I feel it's nonsense. But like I when I played the Sicilian, I never felt that the bishop belonged on c5. I felt it belonged on e7 or maybe b4.
Yeah.
So here or here. And but curiously enough, this bishop is going to play a key role in this game. So yeah, so we had to check. And
King e7? Why not
yeah,
king f8?
Well, you can play, but then there's no pressure on. Like,
The
how are you
knight?
getting your king out either? It's I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, this is what happened. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but it seems to be theory because they were both blitzing this out, and then yeah, they're still in theory here. and after e5, which is not, I guess if you want to get rid of the knight, you've got to do something like that. But that allows the knight to come back with check. Yeah, and they're still both in book here.
Yeah.
So both of them have prepared.
302 games.
Wow. Okay. King went back now to f8. And again, yeah, they're still in theory. It's mad. And I think this is a danger as well to play theory moves so quickly. Because at some stage things are going to go wrong for you. So anyway, d6, trying to take this. The bishop wants to take the knight here. And but the knight went back to avoid that. Okay, we develop, and yeah, they're hardly taking any time at all to actually play the moves and write the moves down. They're moving within like 2 or 3 seconds here, from what I can see.
Okay, and this is a bad move.
Yeah, so I guess so bad a move.
The eval bar just shot down.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see. Okay, so this is.
But that's the most popular move.
Is it?
Well,
really?
It's the most. Here, there's only 7 games in total, and 4 are this move.
Yeah, yeah. When I was looking at this, I was wondering about just bringing my bishop out to e2, something like that. Instead, just develop. Just plop it there.
Yeah, I'm worried about h6, and then if the bishop goes here, then take here.
Oh.
Well, this pawn structure just doesn't look great.
Okay, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this and see. Okay, we go here.
But probably you have to take the knight to not allow this.
No, I don't. I want to see. I want to think about this to see how bad it really is.
Okay.
And like, I think if we could castle and then take on f6 and force the pawn to take, I think that would be good for white. But I don't. So I think for that reason, I think black in this position should play g5 immediately.
Okay, and play king g7 after.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, just king g7. So that would, and this bishop on g3 now, it doesn't have any real squares to go to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of. But it's. I mean, the e3 pawn here is. I mean, the nice thing is that it's preventing the knight coming into d4. So that's one of the nice things about these double d pawns. Black can never put a knight on d4 or f4.
Yeah, that's true.
But and you get an open file or a semi-open file.
Would you be castling queenside? Yeah, maybe it's not actually as bad as I thought.
Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe, or maybe just kingside. I don't know. It's I can't really decide on that. But okay, so that was. So instead, what we had was we had this knight up here, which is apparently is bad. We take, but that's not so bad. So what is the alternative here? Is it that you just?
The main move here is queen a4.
We just queen a5 check, and then you take the e pawn.
Yeah, this has been played 3 times.
Oh my god! But you see, this is a thing that if you play moves so quickly, at some stage you either forget the theory
Yeah.
or you make a mistake because you're like, I think these two players are pretty young, and they're, you know, they're keen. They're not, they don't have the patience. I mean, like that's why juniors are always told to sit on their hands.
Yeah.
Were you told that at some stage?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we don't move so quickly. So Dreddy badges, but is the fella Doctor Hair Doctor? Possibly, but I suspect in this male-dominated world of German linguistics that he's
No one
just
uses it.
Doctor. Yeah, yeah. um, but yeah. So, but like here, this is, yeah. You said you're right. Black can just win the pawn. So instead, so he took here on d5, and I guess he should take. White should take with the pawn, and then play c4 or something like that. Although, yeah, it's a bit tricky. But something like that would be fine. But instead, he took with a knight. That was a big mistake. So, folks, if you want to now guess the next move.
We had this tactic also came up for Rory Quinn's game.
Correct. Yeah.
So
It seems to be an easy tactic to miss.
Yeah.
And yet it's one of the first tactics you learn, but you learn it from the other side.
That's true.
I think you learn it mainly from
White.
From White side, yeah.
Yeah, you learn it from, but also Rory Quinn's one was from White side.
Was it?
Yeah. He missed it, but he was black.
Oh, okay, right, fair enough. Yeah.
And his opponent found it. Yeah. So black to play and win. What's the move? Who's concentrating and watching?
No use of the engines, please. That's cheating.
Well, if it makes you chat something, I don't mind. Or do we just have a ghost town here? Took a call down space. Chess riddle. What's the best move for black here? Find it. Black to move and win.
Riddle me this.
Knight takes E.
Knight takes E4 seems to me to drop. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, it drops the queen. Drops the queen. So let's have a look at this. Yeah. So this kind of thing works in some situations, but in this, unfortunately, we play here.
Oh, the king escapes.
And no, after this, after here, unfortunately, yeah, there's just king here, and I don't see any mates. Although I wonder if it's a draw by repetition, or do we just go here or something like that? I think we can do that, and then we can hide away.
Yeah, and there's no check on b5 because of the bishop.
Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, that was what I was hoping for, but that doesn't work, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, so that works.
Hey,
this would work. This would work if there was a pawn on d3. Then it would work, because then the king is blocked. But yeah, if the d3 square had a pawn on it, but sadly it doesn't.
Yeah.
So okay, but so that's not, it's not that. Okay, so let's see. Flip it for me, please. I'll not shout on the first hustler move. Okay, fair enough.
Well, yeah. Then he said bishop takes first is the only way, I think.
Yeah, and that's absolutely correct. Yeah, legal's trap, or legal, wasn't that his name? He was
Yeah.
French. He was a French guy from like the 16th century, I think. Uh, yeah. So here it's and it gets worse. I think he took it. He took the yeah. He took this. So now he's up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's up 2 pawns with a king stuck in the center,
Yeah.
and I think White made it worse very quickly. Um, and yeah, this is. I think this is. And now it's all over.
Not yet, Chess Riddle.
Nice move. We take, and at this stage, I think White had had enough and said, get on with it, and took the knight, and then went whoop, and resigned here.
Oh my
because-
goodness. That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. You miss one tactic and then everything falls apart.
Oh yeah, and then this thing. Yeah, this is a nice little move here
Yeah.
for checkmate. But actually, there's something. This is where White resigned. I think, or maybe it was here. Let me check. That was. Yeah, he resigned after taking the thing on d4, or at least that's what the boards are showing. So he resigned here, but I think you should let the checkmate happen.
Yeah, well,
or
if
else
you make
should.
it this far, then yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so that was the first game that ended, and we have a second game that ended pretty quickly. And this is between Oliver Barnes and Thomas Dunn Jr. And I think did Thomas have a quick win yesterday? Let me just check on that. Or Thomas. Oh no, Thomas drew. Maybe he beat Jamie Comley in a quick win in round 3, and he had a draw against Harry Brain yesterday. But so Thomas played the Dutch, and Oliver plays a slightly unusual move, Bishop F4. Like most people play for G3, and they kind of go in for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or if you're up
Looks
to it.
Looks like a London.
looks like a London.
Delayed London.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think actually this has been played. I saw Levon Aronian playing Bishop F4 in some recent games. But I always feel it's kind of like I think you just play it to play a move. And I always worry about getting my bishop trapped there in the Dutch by playing that.
By playing Bishop F4?
Yeah, they'll play E3 next, and then maybe if Black plays H6 and G5, it can get, and D6, it could be trapped.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
It could have very little. It could be a little bit. It's a little bit dodgy, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the London isn't the most popular opening for the reason that it's dodgy.
No, it's not dodgy. London's not dodgy.
I know, but everyone loves to slag it off. Everyone loves to make fun of it.
Oh, Chess Riddle, is that true? That this was Morphy's favourite variation against the Dutch? But Morphy never played D4, did he? He was just an E4 player.
Maybe he's saying that the Dutch is his favorite.
Oh, yes, I think you could be right. I think Morphy did play the Dutch against d4. Yeah, yeah. First push the Harry pawn wins. Yeah, maybe. And who is that man? My eyes aren't good
That's
enough for
Mark
that kind of.
Esserman.
Oh, okay, yeah. He has a couple of good books. I'm not going to find them because they're somewhere else in the house.
Do you have
One is
his Mayhem in the Mora book?
no, I don't have that one, but I have his book on what's it what's that the gambit with d4 d4 d5 e4 pawn takes pawn knight c3.
I don't know.
You know that one?
I don't know the name.
Okay. Anyway, he wrote a book on that, and it's a fun book.
Hmm.
And so yeah, but I've seen Mark bobbing up and down on his bouncy ball,
Yeah.
in his tennis gear while he's playing the Mora Gambit on these YouTube videos that he does. Have you seen
Wait,
him streaming?
you're not thinking about the Mora, are you?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the book, Mayhem in the Mora.
Yeah, no, that's one of his books.
Oh, he has more
He
on
wrote
that.
another book.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have Mayhem in the Mora, but I have this other book on the Blackmar Demar Gambit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Blackmar and Demar I think Blackmar might have been an American player, but Demar was this really nasty, horrible East German who he was a nasty man, and nothing to do with his chess. From what I remember reading about him. Yeah. Anyway, so we got b6. I would be no, I'd be playing d6. I think I'd be playing maybe d6 to put pressure on the bishop, and I'd be playing bishop e7 and castles quickly as black here.
Thank you, Chess Riddle, for gifting 5 subs to the channel. We can have
meats back on the table.
We can do your fireworks.
Oh yeah. There's fireworks. Absolutely. Hang on. Well, I give you a choice, Chess Riddle. You can have fireworks, you can have balloons, or disco lights. Your choice. What do you think? You want fireworks?
He said disco all day.
Disco all day, absolutely.
I need to get that effect. I'm sure there's a way.
It's brilliant. It's courtesy of Dell webcam, some kind of add-on that they wrote. Yeah, it's terrific. Anyway, that's what I'd be playing. I'd be playing d6 and again, I think in these Dutches, I think you have to play your knight you normally have to put your knight on c6. And one of the mistakes that people often make is they put them on d7, and then suddenly the e6 pawn is a bit dodgy, and you can play things like knight g5, or maybe if the white's pawn is on c3, you can lash queen to b3 and do nasty things to black. Can happen. So anyway, I'm not that keen with b6. Okay, so bishop e2. You wouldn't think after a quiet start like this by white that the game is going to end.
Yeah.
In a few more moves. So
okay.
h3. Yay.
Maybe I prefer h4, but.
Oh no, you're going to like this. You're going to like this, Diana.
Okay.
Wait. Look at this. G4.
Oh!
Whoa.
Okay, yeah. I do like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is nice. Although I want this knight on b2 developed before that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But well, maybe its day will come. So brave man, Thomas just castles here. Okay, this is where he thought for the first time. So I think Oliver has had a plan. Maybe Oliver has seen some of Thomas's games and knew he was playing the Dutch, and decided on this like little wrinkle. Um, but yeah, Thomas castled here after about
Okay.
thinking for about 8 minutes.
Brave.
Brave, absolutely. And we take, yeah, so we open up the G file and we put the rook there, getting out of the pin from the bishop, going
Yeah.
all the way down here. And now, yeah, look at this. Now he plays knight. Why don't you bring out your c6, your b8 knight? Come on,
Both of them.
folks. Bring out your pieces. Don't be going on adventures.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely night out.
Just bring out this thing here.
Yeah, but then where is this knight going? Because it's kind of awkward over here. Maybe like this.
Well then, but I mean, okay, don't move the f6 knight. Where can we go? We could do. Could we go something like? See, I think this structure. It seems wrong. The bishop is like if we go c5. What do you do here? Oh yeah, I mean, if you go something like, can you do this? Oh no, that.
Oh, knight g5.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not knight g5, just knight e5, because you can do that. So you can't play that. And if you play a move like this to stop. Okay, this I don't like this because the e6 square is suddenly very poor, and the white squared bishop is on the wrong diagonal. It should be back on c8. So
yeah,
I don't like that. Oh, thank you very much. Shout out was given to Chessboard Ireland. Yay.
You can go follow Jonathan's channel.
Yeah. But we're Mark Quinn and myself. We don't stream very often. We have other things being planned at the moment. Okay, so anyway, we went knight e4. Yeah.
Oh, nice. He gifted 5 subs to your channel as well.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Congrats.
Wow.
Thanks so much, Chess River.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to make it worth it for you.
Yeah, you have to stream now.
I have to stream. Yeah, exactly. Honor bound. Yeah, so now d6 was played. But that just you see this White is playing sensibly. White has if you look at all of White has played one move with each of his pieces. Yeah, and you can say that h3 and g4 is a bit of an adventure. But it's Oliver hasn't kind of gone to extremes. He's just saying, yeah, okay, I'm going to open up the G file. I'm going to put a rook there. That's all very sensible. And then I'm going to bring out the rest of my pieces, and I'm going to try and castle queenside.
Yeah.
Whereas Thomas has decided to play all these weak moves, putting the bishop on the wrong diagonal, in my opinion, and not developing the queenside, the queenside knight, and going for a bit of a run with the kingside knight. So it's So anyway, Oliver took the knight off, and the pawn took this time. Yeah, so that went up. And it's threatening to win a piece by going to e6. Oops, there, yeah. And Thomas decided that he didn't like anything here. And oh yeah, I suppose there's also yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. If he goes back with the bishop, if he goes back with the bishop, then he's just losing the pawn.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take this, but I don't think that's going to be a very healthy thing to take. And maybe there's something better. Um, and if we don't play that, if we play like Queen D7,
Maybe bishop here.
oh yeah, that's a very good move, Diana. That's an excellent move. And now we're conquering E6 for
Yeah.
for the knight or the
Hello,
bishop.
Martin with olives. I'm also moving to Dublin next month, but I'm
Right.
not from Dublin. Are you from Dublin?
I'm a dub.
Okay.
But I live now out in the countryside, 80
Yeah, you need
kilometers
space for
west
your
of Dublin.
alpacas.
I need space for my alpacas, absolutely. Yeah, I have 5 alpacas, and they're called Merlot, Malbec, Montepulciano. They're the 3 black ones, and then we've got Chablis, who's a white alpaca, and Chardonnay is
Oh, nice.
fawn colored,
And how old
light
are
light
they?
brown. Merlot, I think, is about 12 now, 12 or 13.
Wow! Did you get
Yeah,
her when she was just born?
they're all
Oh, sorry. Did you get him?
they're all male. Um, they are yeah. No, we got them about. I think we got them before lockdown, before
Okay.
COVID, just before COVID, or yeah, the summer before COVID. That's when we got them, or maybe we got them.
So you have them like 5 years? 6 years?
Yeah, about that. Yeah,
And
and
how
then we
long do
had.
they live?
I think 25 years is
Ooh,
like
that's a good number.
yeah, it is. Um,
They
so
live
yeah,
longer
no,
than dogs.
oh, much longer. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
That's
Um,
nice.
and they're fairly gentle, but 2 of them, Chablis and Malbec, they spit terribly, and there's nothing worse. Now they don't. They're not trying to spit at you, but they will spit if you get between them and one of the other alpacas when you're feeding them. And we have to feed them every day in the winter because our field isn't good enough to support 5 alpacas over the winter. But yeah, you get this face full of alpaca spit, and which is not very nice.
That's
I have to say.
funny.
Yeah, no, it's not funny.
It's funny for the kids, I'm sure.
Yeah. Anyway, what happens? Anyway, so yeah, so okay, so that's why he took the knight,
Okay.
but he's just swapping off his developed pieces and bringing another piece into the game for white.
Yeah. And now white has this really
Queen
strong
went here.
bishop.
Yeah, so the bishop went here, and
Oh.
this is this is just going to be lost. I guess he has to play. He has to give up the exchange.
Yeah, he's giving
And
it up
hope.
anyway.
Well, his bishop went here,
Oh, and now there's a sacrifice, I guess.
and yeah, there exactly. There was this sacrifice, which is very nice, and he has to go.
Yeah, nice.
He has to go here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, and then the queen went up, and what I don't know about is what happens now in this position. Thomas played knight here, and that just lets it's just over. It's just allowing a 2-move mate. And I don't really
Who can
understand
find
that.
it?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's gonna be mate soon. What was the best move for black?
Well, just to show people here in this position, you just play bishop here. It's a double check. It's a discover check from the queen, and it's a check with the bishop. And so you have to move the king. You can't take the rook is protecting the bishop, so you have to move the king, and then of course it's going to be checkmate here. But yeah, I just wondered, instead of knight here, why didn't he play rook here?
Good
That I don't know.
question.
Like, you can't, if you try to do a discovered attack on, do things trying to win the queen. Black
Yeah,
doesn't
the queen
take
just takes.
the queen just takes, exactly. So I think it must be bishop g7. Let's not move the pieces, but it must be bishop g7 check.
Okay.
Then the rook on h7 is pinned by the queen, so you have to move the king to
Yeah.
g8, and then maybe you can move the bishop to, say, e5, and that's a discovered check from the
Okay.
rook.
King f8.
And
Oh, and
if
then you
king
lose your
f,
rook.
you lose the rook. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's rook g8 mate.
Or even actually bishop f6. Oh yes, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. So that's it. So that's what would have happened. Could have played here.
But
Or
there,
maybe
I think
just
there's a
this
better.
here check. And now,
Yeah,
if
you can't save the rook no matter what.
no, you can't exactly. So you have to go here, and then you've got one move before you die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now watch this. This
They
is a
can
beautiful thing. Hang
sacrifice
on,
the queen, I guess.
hang on. Yeah. No. Watch this.
Oh.
We're gonna sacrifice our rook.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful mate.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's really nice. There's a name for it. But
Is
I
there?
don't know. There must be a name for it where the king can't move somewhere. I don't know. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
saw
that's a nice
I saw Nakamura doing some kind of takedown video of some poor fella that was going through all the different. He was naming all the mates, the different mates,
Yeah.
and Nakamura was saying, "Well, I know all those mates, but I have no idea what they're called."
Yeah. I'm the same. I only when I started streaming people were telling me the names of them, but I had no idea when I
Yeah.
grew up.
Yeah, they're all the Mirza mates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the second game that we looked at, and yeah, I'd hate to be being those players today. It's losing short games like this, but certainly the
Better
first game that
short
we
than
looked.
long, and then you have no time to rest. I mean,
Yeah, but it's one day. It's one game a day, so you get
I
your
know.
beauty sleep.
I know, but even with one game a day, it's so exhausting.
It's
Also, it
tough.
starts like 3, and then if you play 4 hours, that's already 7. You could even play 5 hours, that's 8. If you want to sleep around 11,
Yeah.
that's, I don't know, it's not a lot.
Okay. We're going to look at this. I'm going to look at the Declan Folks against Nemain Doolan
Okay.
game, and the reason I'm choosing it is it's a Catalan, and I know something about the Catalan,
Okay.
and I'd like to use that to talk about the Catalan.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
We can also talk about the standings as well. We have them on the screen.
Oh yeah, you get them up on screen, and I'll be adding that, and tell us who is at the top of the
standings. We've got Jason Liu in second. Sorry, Kevin is coming in first. Kevin, Jason, and Colm Daly are all tied for first. 3.5 out of 4. In the Oleg Kupanov. I don't know what this means here. Do you see on chess?
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that. There's some weird thing. If you go to the British Championships, there's something really weird as well on the British Championships. They have all the players, or like 90% of the players have something like the swallow or the
Really?
yeah. It's
Oh.
weird, and I thought it was like their chess club or something like that. But no, I think it. I don't know. There's some error in the software that's turned up
Hmm.
recently, and this is another case of that. Um, but yeah, actually, yeah. So 3 people are on half a point below full points
Yeah.
after 4 rounds. Three
Ole,
more are
Connor,
on.
and Lucian. Lucian's
Yeah,
doing well. Lucian has gained a lot of ratings since the last time I've seen him play.
yeah, yeah. Um, Lukian himself and Yannick had an interesting battle yesterday. I know when you were away briefly, we looked at that game. I don't we didn't look at it together. Sure, we didn't.
I can't
It was
remember.
it was a Caro-Kann, and they both the Lucian castled queen side, and Yannick castled king side. But it looked as if Lucian didn't know what he was doing, but then it went on, and Yannick, I think he had possibilities, but he kept playing with the pieces rather than playing with the pawns, and he lost. Yeah, something went. He made a blunder and it went really bad for him, and he couldn't avoid loss then. But I'm sure they have had plenty of games where the
Yeah.
result was the other way around.
Yeah, then
So
we
yeah.
have loads on 2.5.
Oh yes, indeed we do.
And we're only halfway through, so today is quite an important round to try to solidify some of your points.
Okay, so we have so we have this game here. So this is Declan against Nemain. Nemain is known to be a Queen's Gambit player. At least I know her to play the Queen's Gambit. And so some people, instead of playing a Queen's Gambit, they like to play the Catalan because they like that lovely long bishop, and maybe they're closet Grunfeld players with the black pieces as well. I think if you're a Catalan player, it makes sense to also play the Grunfeld with
Do you
black.
play the Grunfeld?
I occasionally play the Grunfeld.
Okay.
And I started playing it because I was going to this Grunfeld pub in Cologne every week when I was working there, and it suddenly the place was owned by a chess player.
Oh.
And he'd put boards and sets and clocks behind the bar, and so when you'd go there, you could ask for a set and a clock.
Oh, that's nice.
And along with your drink, and you just sit down and you'd play a game.
That's so good.
And yeah, it was cool. But yeah, so I was playing my usual openings, and then one day I was playing. I was black, and my friend somebody played d4 against me. I thought, oh, I'm in the Grunfeld pub. I should play the Grunfeld. And I played the Grunfeld, and I got a good position out of it. And I can't remember if I won or lost or drew, but I started studying it then. Yeah, I started taking it up just as a joke.
That's
because
nice.
we were in the pub with the same name. And I've played it a few times. I think it's a hard opening to play at the top levels because you need to know so much theory.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Also, Waterford Wizard just subscribed, and it's his birthday today. Actually,
Woo-hoo!
It's Waterford Wizard's birthday. Thank you so much for continuing your sub. I really appreciate it. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. It's also my grandmother's 80-something birthday as well.
Oh, right. So we should be singing happy birthday to people, should we?
Yeah, we should. Oh, do you hear the baby crying in the back? Do you hear that?
Have you got something to tell us, Diana?
No, so
Yeah.
someone, I guess it's my neighbors, but the kid just fell over probably.
Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Anyway,
um,
anyway, happy birthday.
yeah,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. I hope you're
Enjoy it.
having a great day. Welcome to Chess Commentary, fifth day of the Irish Championships.
Yeah. Okay, so we got this position, and oh yeah, there was something about the Grunfeld. Yeah, I played. I played a game. I was supposed to be playing somebody in Dundleary. I think I was expecting to play Diana Matz,
Oh, yeah.
and who turned up but Tom O'Gorman.
Oh!
And Diana is
Sneaky.
is pretty strong, but Tom is
Yeah.
another level. Uh, and he knew he'd be playing me, but I didn't know I'd be playing
Yeah.
him.
It's
And so
always
he
like
played,
this with the
yeah,
weapons.
and he played D4, and I thought, oh God, I can't play. I was going to play the Grunfeld,
Yeah.
but I knew he'd have looked at some little wrinkle, some like slightly offbeat variation, and I'd totally forget or not know the theory, and I would lose like an idiot. So I played something else entirely and lost like an idiot. So
In a
it didn't
different
really
way.
matter
at least
in a
at
different
least
way.
he didn't expect the way he was gonna beat you.
Correct, correct. Yeah, 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 yeah. So that's the problem when you're playing top players. Like they cannot Tom told me his strategy against the Grunfeld is every time he's preparing it, he just picks a different variation and looks at it, and it's so oh yes, the Grunfeld players, they know a lot of theory, but it's hard unless you're a professional.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember all that theory.
Yeah.
So 17 is, I don't know what he's doing, but I
His
think he's
favorite
in
emotes.
spasm. Yeah.
It's someone being petted or something.
Oh, okay. Very good. Oh, do you know? Okay, here's film recommendation. Film recommendation for everybody. Um, have you seen the latest Wallace and Gromit film? Do you
No.
like Wallace and Gromit films?
I only watched them when I was younger. Also, hello, Chaotic Chess. Hello, hello.
Oh, he's
Welcome.
Chaotic Chess is back. Excellent. Um, yeah, no, you have to watch. The Netflix has a new in Ireland. It has at least has a new Wallace and Gromit film called A Matter of Loaf and Death.
Oh! Is the moon still made of cheese?
Uh, well,
That was my favorite part of the.
yeah, yeah. No, mine is probably the what's it the trousers
What, they get
and where
bigger? I can't remember.
where it's something. Chat, help us out here. There's a short. It's like half an hour long. It's one of the early Wallace and Gromit films, and it has it's about these robotic trousers that Wallace makes, and they're stolen by the Penguin. Um,
I haven't watched it.
and there's a chase. There's a chase on a model train around the sitting room, and Gromit has to lay the tracks as they're going. It's so
Oh!
good. Yeah, the wrong trousers. Thank you. That was it. Yeah. Uh, you weren't impressed by it. Oh, we thought it was great. The Loaf and Death. Yeah, it has all the
Oh!
it has all the classic Wallace and Gromit elements. It's got poor old Gromit, uh, like doing everything for his master, and his master then builds robots and thinks they're better and whatever. Oh, it's great. Anyway, what are we got? We were going to go on. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Catalan, and yeah, here black here has two choices. You can play what was played in the game, bishop b4 check, but you can also play bishop e7, and you kind of end up in a similar kind of position. This you can end up this kind of position, And in the game, we ended up. Yeah, so this is very similar, and the only difference is that the bishop here is on d2 instead of c1. So the question is that
Better
an
or worse?
advantage or a disadvantage?
Well, I would think about it relating to the knight. So do I need the knight on d2, or can I bring it to c3?
The feeling is that it's better to have it on c1.
Okay, why?
And if it's on c1, then you have the option of going to either d2 or c3 with the knight. You can also fianchetto your or fianchetto, as they say properly in Italy. You can play b3 and put your bishop on b2, and that would be okay. Whereas here, you're probably going to have to move the bishop again anyway. And if you go to c3, it's kind of, you're not protecting your c pawn. So if we put it here on this square, you're not protecting your c3 pawn, and that's not so good. Sorry, there. Sorry, your c4 pawn. So yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. I mean, I prefer when I'm playing these positions. I prefer when the bishop is on c1. I don't really like this bishop check for white. So I think what Nemain has played is, and now she plays this closed system. That's fine. And yeah, see, you have to put you put your bishop on f4. That's a reasonable thing to do. You're trying to target the c7 square, and there's a funny thing here that you sometimes you can say you did this.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little trick. I mean, obviously, you don't have to walk into this, but it's the thing that you have to be a kind of aware of. So anyway, so Nemain plays b6, and this is what people do. And here, white play. Oh no, white took there. Yeah, that's common enough. And she took back with the pawn, the c pawn, which. Oh, of course, you have to do that, don't you? Yeah, in this position, that's why you take. If white played instead a move like, say, knight here, you could play your bishop there, and now if pawn takes, you could choose to take this way if you wanted. Whereas in the move order in the game, we take. If you take with the e pawn, then whoops a diddly daisy, you're dropping your c pawn.
Yeah.
Apologies for the whoops a diddly daisy. So yeah, so she took with the c pawn, and around here, I think white should be putting the rook on c1, the f rook on c1.
Really?
Yeah, and trying to do stuff on the queen side. Well, at some stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, knight c3 is definitely
better?
No, because if you go to d2, look, if we go to d2, where can the knight go? Can only go to b3.
Yeah.
And on b3, whoops, it can't go to c5 or a5 because of this blasted pawn here.
Yeah.
On b6. So you don't want to go to d2. Then that's putting it on you don't have any good routes for the knight if you go there.
Yeah, but I guess also from c3 if they play a6. Oh, you're thinking a4, knight a4.
Um,
I like the b5 square, but here if they play a6. Wait, what
yeah.
did black play? Oh, bishop b7. Okay.
Yeah, bishop e7.
And then
And I
finish.
think was this played, or is this you moving the pieces?
No, I
This
just
is
moved
you
them.
moving
But
the
here I
pieces.
would play knight b5, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then what are you doing after knight e8?
Rook c8 1.
If we play this move.
Yeah, then I have to go back. But where? Yeah, I guess I'll just go back to c3. So maybe this.
Yeah, but then I put my. I think that's a waste.
Yeah.
But I think he played. Did he play it?
He didn't play
Oh
knight
no, he
b5.
played. Yeah, he played this. He played this weird move, Rook fe1, and that's because in a lot of lines, when you haven't swapped off on c4 takes d5, then you're going to play e4. And
Really?
this
With
kind
the
of makes
isolated pawn?
no. That's not in this position.
Okay.
But if white still has a c pawn, if the
Okay,
c
yeah.
pawns are still on, then you often go for that because again, without the c pawn, white has or black has what 1, 2, 3 pieces are defending the e4 square.
Yeah.
And because they're all low valued pieces, white cannot play e4.
Yeah. Waterford Wizard asks bishop c7 by white looks interesting after rook fc1. So
Hitting the queen and pushing it into seclusion. Yeah,
what do you think?
you could be right. You could be right. If we go back a little bit, so here I guess, yeah. So here, if we play rook fc1, or even no, it's not even actually. You're right. Just bishop c7, queen e8, and then I guess rook here.
Yeah.
I'm just well. Okay, let's
Then
play a
bishop
move
d8.
that. No, not. I don't want to do that. I'm going to play the knight up because black is scrunched here. Like all the pieces are on retreat.
Yeah.
And they're squashed up on the back 2 ranks. So you want to swap off, or you want to move up the board and give a bit more space. And maybe also here we once the knight is there, the f pawn will move, and the queen will come out to h5, and then we'll start having some kind of play on the king side.
Yeah.
Which would be a bit of fun. So maybe this is not quite as good as it might seem at first. And then once the knight is on e4 as well, Diana, you can now play your idea of bishop d8.
Yeah, I guess it's not going
Swap
anywhere.
off. Yeah, and you see, if you play it immediately, oops, sorry, you got this thing. Do you?
Oh, yeah, bishop will just go back.
Actually, that's cute. I wonder what is the move here? It's saying this is supposed to be very good. So why?
Maybe not.
What are we missing here? No. I'm just wondering, is it just like knight d2 or knight a3?
Yeah, could.
Is it?
Could, but I guess 2.4. There must be. Oh, here.
Oh.
And you win the rook.
Okay, and you win the rook. Right. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. So that's a very good reason for not playing bishop d8.
That means this is a threat. So wait. Here, maybe can we not just play? No. Oh, the bishop will just defend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Yeah, we're fine then. Okay, so that's yeah. He played knight here, and again, it's kind of again. White is saying, yeah, I'm not going to go on any adventures. I'm just going to get my pieces out first. Use all your pieces.
Yeah.
As I tell my students, if you're my beginner students, if you're only playing with two pieces out of all the pieces, then it's like a boxer fighting with one arm tied behind its back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this move is just a waste of a move. I mean, if you look at okay, it's not because there's not a lot going on. White can get away with playing kind of like a non-useful move. But Nemain plays a sensible. Whoops! Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know what happened there. I pressed some key.
Yeah, it happens to me as well.
Anyway, Nemain played rook c8, which seems sensible enough to me.
Connor and Kevin drew.
Oh, we have an interview, I think, coming up.
Oh,
One
okay.
moment. John, how are you?
Okay, we might get an interview now.
Excellent.
So
Okay, I'm going to we're going to get set up. I'm going to open up that Jitsi link for you. Yeah, I'm not there. Just let me get there. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Just put your own. It's fine. We're just using this. Yes.
Okay, we have our first interview, everyone. Are you excited? Let me also go in 1 sec.
You're just showing off. Okay, it's free, cheap. Okay, so there
Here we are.
Okay.
Now I can't see you. Oh. There you go.
Hello, well done. 1 sec, before you start talking, I need to...
Calvin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm muted.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
1 sec,
Okay.
I just need to put the layout on OBS. 1 second.
Oh, actually, and we'll go. I think. Oh yeah, I gave it this. I'll just pick up Calvin's game. Okay, this one.
So it's not very hard.
So, folks, we're just. Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. Right. I'll leave you here tonight and I'll go out there. Okay. No, I'll just stay here with them. I'll go out. There's any problem, call me. I'll try and get someone else. And I'll keep an eye on the people with the scans.
Calvin, can you have you opened up the chess.com link, chess.com/classroom/shaggy dancing being, shaggy minus dancing minus being, right? I can post the link in the chat, in the Jitsi chat.
Jonathan?
Yeah.
I have a user account in chess.com if you want to use it.
Well, no, I'm just giving you the classroom that we're doing everything from, and
okay.
Calvin, if you open that, and I will see your name. But did you get that link in the Jitsi chat? If you go down, yeah, brilliant. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, got that. And let me just. Can you move the pieces there, Calvin? Just use the arrow keys and just. Does that go?
No.
Okay, let me just allow that then. Hang on. Both. Try now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. So
Yes.
right. So anyway, Kevin, tell us. You're now on. Is it 3.5 out of 5? Is it
I think
4.
it's 4. Yeah.
4? Oh, you're 4. Okay. Excellent. And how are you finding the tournament so far?
Good. Yeah. I mean, been a pretty good tournament.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Anyway, what did you
Nice
think?
result today. Well done.
Thanks.
So what happened in the game? What did you expect Connor to play?
I expected. I mean, I played c4, like
Mhm.
hoping that he wouldn't go for e6, but he did. So like transposes and do QGD.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I prepared this line here, and I went for bishop f4 because it's just like a new kind of move.
Okay.
And there's like lines with bishop d6, bishop d6, queen d6, e3, and I think the main line here is bishop f5.
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
Yeah, and then there's like queen f3, which is
Oh. But
it's like a move here.
and do you not just play a move like, I don't know, bishop g4 here, or
Yeah, and then the point is queen g3, I think.
and if you just take off and play c6 or something like that, is this?
And it's meant to be pretty good for white, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, it's a bit strange though, isn't it, for black to swap off the black squared bishops?
Yeah.
But so what's the idea of? Do you know what the idea of that is? Is it just to get rid of one pair of minor pieces so you've got a little bit more space to
Yeah, and it's
maneuver
also
for your remaining pieces?
yeah, it's to avoid ideas with knight e4 as well later. If you go bishop g5, bishop e7, there can be like knight e4 and knight h5 ideas.
Okay. Fair enough. Anyway, so what? So this wasn't played, was it, or
Yeah,
did you
no,
play
this
queen f?
wasn't.
No.
I don't think. Yeah, he went castles instead of bishop f5.
Okay, right. Castles. Yeah.
Yeah, now bishop d3 is just.
Yeah, seems sensible enough.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, like, okay, so now we've got the classic Carlsbad structure,
Yeah.
which should be a little bit better for you, because the black square bishops have popped off.
Yeah.
But so what are you going to go for the Botvinnik plan with f3?
Yeah, in the game I was
and
thinking.
e4, or are you going to just play knight f3 and h3 and?
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, that's why I spent a lot of time in the game because I was debating on which setup to play. I was thinking to play h3 and then go knight f3, but I stuck with the Botvinnik setup because that's
Right.
what I usually play.
Yeah, that would suit you from all your experience with the Samish in the Nimzo. Okay, so let's see what. So you played knight here, yeah. Okay, Kasparov liked it as well for those people who aren't old enough to know who Botvinnik is. And he played rook here, yeah. And then queen there, right? Okay, so you're just doing. Are you going to castle kingside or queenside?
I think kingside because queenside can run into like b5, a5 ideas.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and here we have a5. Just to tell you, don't even think of
Yeah.
it. Right. Okay. And you went. Oh, you played h3 just to stop.
Yeah, to stop knight g4, like ideas, because if I castle knight g4, knight g3, h5.
Yeah, a bit nasty. Just to show people, knight g4 threatening the uncomfortable, and after here, there's still here, and the problem is if you play a move like this, you drop your e pawn, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the problem when because the black square bishops have been swapped off. The e pawn is not as secure as you'd want it for this kind of plan to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so you played h3, yeah. And what did he do then?
I think he went knight a6.
Yeah. So where is that knight heading? I know it probably maybe it wants to go to b4 to fork the bishop and the queen to get rid of that white squared bishop, but you're obviously going to just play a3, and then where is it going after that?
Yeah, I think maybe knight c7 and knight e6 could become an idea for black.
Okay. So yeah, that's going to go there, and maybe here. But that then leaves what's going on with the bishop on c8.
Yeah,
That's not going to be great. I know. It like it. I was reading this Kasparov book there a few months ago, and he was he had this famous game, Portish against Kasparov, and it's a Queen's Gambit declined game, really famous game, and Kasparov, which was unusual for him at least at the time, to play the Queen's Gambit as black, and he got this. He was able to route his queen knight, his knight. I think it went from a6 to c7, and then it went to e8 to d6, or maybe the knight on f6 went to e8 to d6, or e4 to d6, and then the other knight went from b8 to d7 to f6. But he got a knight on d6, and the knight, if you get a knight on d6 in this position for black, you're doing really, really well. And I know once he got that, he was able to, he pushed his pawns up on the king side and scrunched Portish in a very nice game. Yeah. Okay, so you played a3, and he went b5. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's got play, hasn't he? He's...
But it's kind of hard to find progress for black on the queen side, because after b4, there's like knight a4 ideas.
Okay. So if you say castle, did you castle here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if he didn't play, Connor didn't play. Okay. So if he plays this, you say we go here.
Yeah.
And then we're targeting here. We're targeting the c pawn. I guess it'll be the f rook over to c1, will it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Fair enough. Okay, so he didn't play that.
Mm-hmm.
So you castled. He played bishop d7, right? Being non-committal.
Yeah.
And what did you do here?
I think I went knight g3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you going to go up to f5, given the chance?
Yeah, I'm going to try and play for e4 ideas, and I was trying to provoke him to play h5, h4, which he did do.
Okay. And was that provocation good or bad in hindsight?
I would say it was good.
Okay.
Because it did create a weakness.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, so what? So here we had. Okay, so Connor played h4. Yeah, actually, your times are okay. You both got an hour left at this stage.
Yeah, I was thinking of playing e4, but it doesn't know.
Okay, let's have a look. e4. Well, the machine thinks that's perfectly good.
Yeah, because I do risk sacking the d4 pawn, but I think it's all right.
Yeah, well, I guess you got to take here.
Yeah, knight c takes e4, I think.
Okay. And
why didn't you like this?
Okay, let's play here.
Now there's knight f6. and knight h5, I think. Or
Oh,
I was planning to go for this, but I thought it'd be a bit risky because I didn't really calculate it fully.
okay, but the bar is showing something else here. Or the bar is there's something else here that's I wonder if it's as simple as just playing
yeah,
rook here.
D1. I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Yeah. That looks good.
Yeah, no, that's not good at all, I think, for him. But anyway, you didn't go for this. It's that's the one difficulty I think in the Queen's Gambit. It declined. It's wondering when to play the breaks.
But
It's
I
really-
think there's also knight takes e4 there instead of queen takes d4.
Oh, okay. Let's just.
That's what I was looking at. More.
Wait,
yeah.
sugar. Sorry. So here, you think knight takes,
Yeah.
and if we play, I can play bishop takes though.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. But I
Although
thought,
now there's this. Anyway.
yeah, I was looking at stuff like this and then it didn't look too good.
Right.
I think there is queen f6, which I was looking at.
Oh, and now trying the old cheapo trap of rook takes e4.
Yeah.
Which we've seen a number of players fall into over the last few rounds.
It's happened a lot of times.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if you can let it happen. Just. And it's just, I don't know this, but maybe you just swap off here.
Yeah.
And you're black is fine. It's not quite as bad as I expected it to be, but
For who?
for white. So
Yeah,
that means
it's
white
nice that
actually
they
has
passed
compensation.
decon.
Yeah, but also this knight, the knight on a6 isn't doing much.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Anyway,
You
let's
also
have.
don't have to let that happen.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to what you played, Calvin. So you played rook here.
Yeah.
That's so you're going to be playing e4 in the next move if you get the chance, right? And I guess, did he push h4? Yeah. Okay. And you went up. Yeah. I would never expect you to retreat. Okay. And what's black going to do here now? Actually, there's a question now for people. If black played g6, which I don't think he played, but if he did, would you sacrifice your bishop? I guess actually you'll end up with 3 pawns for it, because you'll pick up the h pawn as well. So, but the thing is that when you do this, it's difficult for you to get any of your pieces in to help the queen.
You don't have any pieces left.
Yeah, exactly. And here, well, I suppose here and then bang.
Yeah, maybe just king f7 and then you can use the g file.
And the h file, yeah. So I think, you're probably not going to go for that. But I guess he didn't play g6, did he?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Oh, did he? And
Were
did
you
you take?
thinking about bishop takes?
I was thinking about taking, but then I think there's king f8 after queen takes g6.
That's similar. Yeah, that's similar. Oops. That's similar, and maybe it's better. But I have this sneaky queen h6 check, so I pick up the h pawn.
King f7, and then I thought maybe rook h8 after queen takes h4.
Oh, and you're just going to put, and he's put his other rook on the g file, and you'll be in a world of
and
hurt.
then this knight is coming in as well.
Yeah. Okay. Not good. Yeah. Wise decision. So you went back here. But if you could get your knight around to e2 to f4, then you're ready for playing it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, this move. Okay. Knight e2 now. Oh, who offered the draw? Who offered the draw?
Connor.
And why did you take it?
I wasn't too sure on how to like move forward here, because
Well, knight e2.
and then rook c8.
Yeah, I guess this one.
Yeah.
Knight f4.
Knight e4.
Oh. Knight e4. That is a bit of a shame. Or can we just... Oh, and if we go f3, we don't have enough cover of the knight will go in here, I guess, and you can't...
Yeah.
You don't have enough cover to play e4 because the d pawn is going to hang with check.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? I still think that Connor will be happier with a draw than you.
Yeah, I just wasn't. Just didn't really know how to.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's a long tournament.
Yeah.
And you're still in contention.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think will win the tournament? Or who did you think would win it at the start of the event?
Same answer, Kevin.
I mean, you had a good chance there 2 years ago when I gifted you. When I gifted you it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, there was one game you had a really nice game. Which round was it? You had a crunch.
Oh, I think it was round 1.
Was it 1?
Yeah, I think it was
against Harry Brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just have a look at this while you're here. I'm just going to bring it up because it was a fun game.
Yeah.
Upload. Okay, so talk us through. Do you have control of the keys?
Oh yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Okay, go for it. So I know the c4. Yeah, so you've switched over from d4.
Yeah. Well, c4. I can always transpose back to d4 in some lines. So
you can. Yeah. True enough. I think c4 is a better move than d4 e4 because everybody has a defense to e4 and everybody has a defense to d4, but they probably they haven't worked as much on a defense against c4.
That's funny because I feel most comfortable against c4.
And what about knight f3?
Knight c5.
Yeah. Okay.
Knight f3, I think d5 is pretty good.
Okay. Okay, we'll have a game. The next time we play and I'm white, that's what we'll play.
Yeah.
Okay, so and Waterford Wizard says, "Oh, like you, Waterford Wizard, even if it is your birthday." Okay, so let's see. So we're trying to get into a Nimzo, and I think you did. You played into a Nimzo, didn't you? You transferred.
No, I think I played e4.
Oh yeah, sorry, you played e4. Yeah, and again, do you know about? Were you going to go for this? Isn't there this kind of line can be really, and then is it this one? Is there something? There's some line. Oh no, I know. No, it's not. It's not this one. If you go d5. Oops, if you go d5, there's, is it something like this, 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 this? Is it something like this?
Yeah, there's a line here as well.
Um,
But I think there's also d5 instead of d5.
yeah, this one is what I used to. I looked at about 45 years ago, and you play this, and the knight goes back here,
Yeah,
and you play here, here, pawn up, and you gambit this pawn.
yeah,
And I can't remember. I think it goes something like this, and you end up you play knight. The knight will go to b5 here, and it'll try and get into d6, and it's a bit mad. But I guess you'd be happy to play this.
I think it's knight b5 first before bishop
Is
f4.
it right? Yeah. Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
I had a game in this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was in the European Youth Championships, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess you enjoyed playing it, whatever the
Yeah.
result. It is a kind of position. It's nice to play as white, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harry played this bizarre move, and he played d6. I don't think
Yeah.
against you, like you love space. You know, you want space, and and Harry's saying, "Yeah, have some space." It must be your birthday, like Waterford Wizard. So you just take it. Yeah, I didn't understand that decision at all by Harry, and it's just no. And did you play d5 here?
Yeah, I played d5.
Yeah. Okay, that seems sensible. Yeah, I think that's better, because I think if you don't play d5, he'll chop on d4, and he's now got some kind of a Maroczy type position.
Yeah.
Whereas this, he's just like squashed, and he took. Yeah, I don't think he should take that way. I think maybe he should play e5. Keep it real slow.
Yeah. But still very unpleasant though.
Yeah, it is. It is. So he took, and you took with the e pawn, if my memory is correct.
Yeah.
And did you think about taking with the c pawn, or you didn't like the Benoni type positions, or did you think that was?
If I took with the c pawn, I'd let him off the hook a bit, because it does transpose. Like there's g6, bishop g7, like a6, b5 ideas.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it does make it a bit easier. So you took with the e pawn, and he tried doing this anyway. And you went, put your bishop, we keep developing. Yeah, now this is saying, how are you getting your bishop out? This is like, what could he have done other than that? Like, is a6 just a bad move, or is this just a bad position because you have bishop f4?
Yeah, I think it's very difficult to play for black.
Or does that mean that g6 is a mistake? That you should just say, okay, I've made a complete hames of this. I'm just going to play bishop e7, castle, play my rook to e8, put the bishop back on it on f8, and I'm just going to suffer. But at least I won't drop my d pawn.
Yeah, this is definitely a better scenario, at least for black.
Yeah, but it's not something you really want to do, is it? It's. I can understand why I went for g6, a6, bishop f4. Yeah, what does he do? It's like he's all the options are bad, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can he play knight h5 now?
I was looking at this. I thought I could play maybe bishop g5.
Yeah, and if we play f6,
then I thought bishop e3 maybe.
Okay, and you're just putting your pieces on nice squares, and you're saying you've really totally lost the plot here as black. Yeah, that's fair. But again, once you've got a bad position, you've got to play some like artificial rubbish to stay alive. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. So he didn't play knight h5. What did he play here? Oh, queen at c7. Right. Okay. So you oh, you played queen. Okay. Yeah. Right. And okay, he went here. Did you play queen e3 now? Check.
Yeah. But I think he should play king f8 here.
Yeah, that's what we definitely thought that. I think. Do you remember, Diana? I think we were looking at this.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah, he played king d. Yeah.
He went king d8, but both of us thought immediately that he should be playing king f8.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that I mean it's still horrible, but knight g5 is not a threat.
Yeah.
And it was in the game, wasn't it? You win knight g5 immediately, and then it's getting icky. Oh yeah, you played rook d1.
Yeah, I was looking at queen g3, but I thought knight e8 or knight e5, and I was like, yeah, knight e5. I think.
So you want if you have the rook on d1, you can take once, then play d6, and then take the pawn.
Mm-hmm. And I also have knight e6 ideas with the rook on d1.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice in that you've already made 2 moves with your queen, so making a third one is better to use one of your other pieces.
Yeah.
And that's like sign of a good player is bring in another piece for the attack. And that rook, although there's a lot of pieces in the way in between the rook and the king, those pieces may end up dropping, mightn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had knight b6. Yeah, it's just, I guess if h6.
Yeah, now knight e6. I think is
crunch time. So you have to take, otherwise you lose your queen. And then we take with a pawn, I presume.
Yeah.
And now we've got so many threats. We've got a threat of e7. We've got a threat of bishop takes d6. We've got a threat of taking here. Like, it's just, ugh. It's awful. Okay, so that's no good. So what he played knight b6, yeah, to give himself a little bit of space.
Yeah.
And did you castle here, or did you play queen g3?
Yeah, I think I played queen
G3. Queen g3. Yeah, right. Okay, and now he's got to defend the pawn. So now I went back, and you can take a free pawn on h7.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, why not? And then you go back and you threaten, or are you threatening? You're not threatening knight takes f7 anymore. But so black played bishop f5, couldn't he? Bring out a piece. Mm-hmm. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
You castled, and
I think knight to e4. Sure.
Oh yes, adding more pressure onto the d6 pawn.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to go back there, yeah, because if he plays king c7, you've got this little pawn that's dropping off. And in fact, well, the queen doesn't have that many squares either, so it's not so good. So he played knight c8. And you played this lovely move. Yeah, so if he takes, do you play c5?
Yeah, c5. Just try to open the position. And then c6 maybe. Or just take on d6.
Right. With a knight or with the pawn?
I think with the knight.
Okay. So, but if we go here, I suppose you just I suppose you just take,
Hmm.
you go here.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get d6 in.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm trying to find a square that where the queen can move to attacking this knight,
Mhm.
and I can't find a safe square for that to happen. I mean, the only one is this move. Well, actually, is not that. Is this queen here? Is oh no, you can't go there. You can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Here. So this is the only square, isn't it? This is the only
Yeah.
square. And I guess you go forward,
Yeah.
and it's awful.
Hmm. Yeah, because queen takes e2. I think knight takes f7. Just checkmate.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Checkmate.
We love our double night mates. And in fact, this is funny. This is like there's 4 knights all getting involved in the misery of Black's king here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's why he couldn't take, and instead and you just took again.
Hmm.
You've got an open B file if you want, but no, look at this. This is terrific. So what? Oh yeah, took, and then what am I missing here? I'm missing. Oh yes,
Yeah.
this beautiful move. Oh, Cavan, this is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. And look at this. Yeah, this is the. And it was around here that we. Yeah, it's kind of like it's game over. Fantastic. Listen, folks, I have to take a break,
Okay.
and I'll be back in 10 minutes. But I guess maybe Cavan can have a look with you, Diana. You can
If you're
switch.
not
You
too
can
tired,
you
you
can
can also go. You don't have to stay.
yeah, but
It's fine.
you can switch. You could switch to a different to your own lesson plan, and you can show games there, Diana, and you can pass on that information to Cavan. Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll
New
be back.
classroom.
I'll be back in 10 or 15
We can
minutes.
also keep using this one anyways.
But I think you can't change game.
Yeah.
That's why it suggests switching.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Okay, so tomorrow you'll have a tough game. Probably you're going to be playing against Colm or Jason.
Yeah, I can't play Jason because I've already
You've
played.
already played. Oh yeah, you drew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then Colm, and how? Wait, let me just check that game. Okay. Wait, I'll just put it on the board. 1 second, everyone. I'm just making a new classroom. Okay. Do you have any other games that you want to look over?
No.
Or do you want to just look at the games that are
Oh,
already
from
here?
this round or my game?
Say that again?
Wait, is from this round or?
Well, any other games that you've played from this tournament?
Oh, no. The other two.
Or we can look at some games that are being played now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look at board 1 then. 1 sec. I'll just copy this and then. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send you a link and let me know if it works. Okay, it's in the chat. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Are you able to move the pieces?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Cookie and Mads also. How's it playing in the tournament? Well, I'm not playing, but Kevin is playing, and he just drew his game against Connor. When was the last time you played Connor?
I think it was 2 years ago in the 2023 Irish Championships.
And how did you get on?
I think I lost that game. I think.
Oh, you should have
Yeah.
got your revenge today.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Jason and Colin's game. We actually haven't looked at it yet. But I'm going to fast forward because I want to see the position that we have now. Okay, so they just traded and... Okay, and this is the current position. Jason is down on time.
Yeah. This looks pretty good for white, I think.
Yeah, the knight is really strong. But maybe black is holding.
Yeah, just the isolated pawn on d5 is pretty weak as well.
Yeah. Okay, so he played rook c3. I guess the rook was attacked, and I don't know, maybe he'll play rook b8.
Yeah.
I guess if the rook can get active, it might be good. Or if the bishop can change over to e4, that would be good too.
Yeah.
But it's not very possible. And okay, they've still got 13 moves to make time control. Yeah, he's played rook b8. So, what's your prediction of this game?
I think it's most likely going to be a draw, but I think only white can win here.
Okay.
So-
We'll predict a draw.
Yeah.
Jason is actually higher rated than Colin.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Colin was much higher rated. I guess Colin lost a lot of rating points. Or Jason gained. Okay. And you'll probably have what? Wait, you had white now as well.
Yeah.
But you're higher rated than Colin.
Yeah.
So then you'll get black.
Probably.
If you're paired against him.
Because also, I think if Oleg wins, he'd be on 4. Or if Lukian. Whoever wins that game also goes to 4.
Yeah, and it's looking like he's winning anyway. Wait, I'll just put in the game. Okay. This is the position that they have right now. This is board 3.
Ooh.
So
Yeah. I think this is just winning for white.
Yeah, he can't take here because of the fork. He can't take either way. Wait, if he takes here, then...
I think rook takes... Oh, no. Just b takes c5, I think. And then take on d8.
Oh, yeah, it's pinned.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't take back because you...
Or bishop takes c5.
Yeah, bishop takes first. And then you use the rook. Okay, so if the bishop goes here, then still just take.
Yeah.
Okay, and these pawns are unstoppable. So Oleg probably has this one. Okay, so there you could also play against Oleg.
Yeah.
Who would you prefer to play against?
I don't really mind.
Doesn't matter, you'll be either one.
No, I think I'm going to have to play both of them anyway.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you will play. But Oleg is maybe a little bit, well, yeah, I guess a little bit stronger. So either you want to get him early or later when he's a little bit more tired. Okay. And Jacob is a little. I guess Jacob also has a complicated position. Wait. Here we go. Okay, this is Jacob's position. Another knight versus bishop.
Yeah.
But this time maybe the bishop is a little bit better. Arriving late, who is being interviewed? We're interviewing Kevin. Well, it's not so much an interview right now. He's just analyzing with me. But he drew his game against Connor, so good result. So how many times have you played the Irish Championships?
I think I played it 5 times.
Okay, it's your 5th.
Yes.
And how are you do you like playing the Irish Championships?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I like playing in it. It's like the one round a day tournament in Ireland, so.
Yeah. And the strongest.
Yeah.
I never liked playing it. I think it's my least favorite tournament I've ever played in.
Mm.
How old is Kevin? How old are you now?
16.
You're 16, okay. And are you in transition year?
Yeah, I just finished transition year.
Okay, so you're going into 5th.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it? You'll have less time for chess.
Yeah. Really looking forward to it.
But I mean, in 5th year you'll still have time. 6th year will be the tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And are you planning any other tournaments after this?
I'm gonna play the European Club Cup.
Oh, where's
nah.
that?
I think it's in Greece.
Okay, in October. When is it?
Yeah, October, I think.
October, okay.
Yeah.
Have you played it before?
Yeah, I've played it once before, yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's a really good tournament because all the strongest players in the world play there, so.
Yeah, and they don't take it as seriously as other tournaments.
Yeah.
I like playing in the Club Cup. And you already have your FM title. Maybe you can get an IM norm.
Maybe, but. Jonathan.
Jensen's on break.
Yeah. No, I don't want to. I'm asking you the moves. So I would prefer to have the score sheet back if the broadcast is all right. You understand? Okay. Yeah, I'm not asking that.
Okay, let's. Oh yeah. Okay, Oleg just won. Do you need to go?
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well done today. Get some rest and get something to eat, and good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay, bye. See you later. Bye. All right, so it's just me now. Shane won his game against Nitish. Let's have a look at Shane's game. That's and Oleg just won, which was this position here. After d6, maybe straight away after d6. One sec, let me just check. Okay, so 2 more moves were played. The bishop took, and yeah, he just took, and now the bishop is. We just looked at this a few seconds ago, but the bishop is pinned. So, well, I guess you can also take the rook first. So you can play it this way, but it's easier to just take the bishop, attack the queen, and then you can take the rook. So, Oleg is also on 4, so there are 2 people on 4 right now, Kevin and Oleg. Hey, Serpa! Have you ever played in Irish Championships? Yes, I have played many times. It is actually my worst tournament ever. I always lose a lot of rating points. I don't really. Maybe if I play now, but maybe it'll be different now. But I never liked playing it when I was in Ireland. It's also a very, very long tournament. And even though it's 1 round a day, it gets really tiring near the end playing. Playing every day. But at some point, I'm sure I'll give it another go. One time, I think I lost 100 rating points. I had gained a lot in some tournaments that I was going abroad, and then I came to play the Irish Championships, and then I just lost a lot of rating points. But I don't really love playing in Ireland because there are so many people that I know, and I don't really like playing against people that I know. But some people really like it. So it depends. Depends on the person. Okay, let's have a look at Shane's game. Jonathan has gone to teach his son how to make a dish, I think. Roast chicken. Sounds good. I'm gonna be making gyros today because I have that at work tomorrow. Maybe sometime you'll gain 100 points when you play. Well, I think that ship has sailed. I don't know if that's even possible. Hey Octave, good to see you. Been quietly enjoying the analysis. Nice. Thanks for saying hi. I guess now that, well, I will be one of the lower rated players anyways, but maybe I could gain a bit. But actually, there are so many new players now playing that I wouldn't feel as... And I've not been in the Irish chess scene for a few years now since I moved away, so it might be different. Okay, let's have a look. And I think Shane is now on 3.5. Is he? Let me just double check. Yeah, Shane's on 3.5. Okay, so that was a big win for Shane. And now he'll be playing one of the top boards again.
Is my camera okay?
Hello, Jonathan. Yes, you're back. Welcome back.
Back, yes. Oh, wow, I'm there. Well, hey. Oh, and we've got an interviewee. Very good. Yeah, so how was that? I was about to ask Cavan. I was thinking about questions to ask him, but he's obviously gone. And if he wins the championship, is he going to take up his place on the Olympia team next year going to Uzbekistan?
Well, definitely. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Maybe you want to wash your hair or so. I don't know. Like
what?
No,
Accept your position of the Olympiad, which is the strongest team tournament in the world.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Now that you're putting it that way, yes, definitely.
What else are you playing for? Olympic medal or World Championship medal? It's one or the other.
Yeah. Have you ever played the British Championships? No.
I've played in the Rapid and Blitz.
Transition year parties? We didn't have a transition year in my day.
Did you not?
No, we didn't.
Kevin was just saying that he's going into 5th now, so he was in transition year.
Okay.
He just finished.
Right. Yeah, no, I have to say I'm looking forward to if I'm still the delegate, I'm really looking forward to going to Samarkand.
Oh yeah. Hopefully I can come as well. I think we need to play a few more tournaments.
You need to play a few more tournaments, and I think Diana Matz she'll be eligible to play as on the Irish team.
Yeah, but I'm not sure because I was talking to Alice and she moved away.
She's moved back to Ukraine.
She's in Poland.
Oh, Poland. Okay. Right.
for the past year, I think.
And if she's not playing Irish tournaments, then she won't make the qualification, the playing qualification.
Yeah, unless she comes back. I think she could come back for that.
Right. Well, there's quite a few games to play. She'd have to play like 3 or 4 tournaments,
Yeah.
I think.
How many games in total?
I think, is it 24? Or did they change it up to the open teams requirement of 30?
I'm not sure.
Me neither. And actually today, just today, I got a query from an American woman.
Connection went for a second. Wait, your connection went for a second.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, good. Oh. No. Oh. Am I back with this camera straight ahead of me, or with?
Well, there's 2 Jonathans for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's because well, I might come out and come back in again. Just
Okay.
give me a second. How about now?
You're back, but I have to fix the layout. 1 sec.
Okay. Anyway, while you're fixing that,
Yeah,
Diana,
okay, you're back now.
okay, excellent.
Shane
Yeah.
won his game, so we can look at that.
Okay, we will. But I had anyway. This woman has two teenage girls, daughters, who are going to be playing in the World Junior Championships in Durrës in Albania in October.
Oh.
And their family are moving to Ireland,
Oh!
I think, next year. And she was asking about the requirements, the selection requirements for for players who change federations.
Okay.
And her girls are rated. Let's see. I think they were rated like about 1800 and 1700 or something like that. Where was it? It was. One is rated. The younger one, who's 16, is rated 1817, and the elder, who's 17, is rated 1981. FIDE.
And they're playing for who?
At the moment, they're US Federation players, but they're moving to Ireland, and their mum wants to change their federations to the Irish Chess Union.
Wait, but they're playing in the World Cup.
They're playing in the World Juniors or the World Youth.
Okay.
World Youth.
Okay, yeah.
Which is happening in October in Albania, in Durrës, where we were 2 years ago, wasn't it, Diana? You were on the Irish women's team with Alice and Lara
for the European Club Cup.
Yeah.
Who
else was on your team?
Deanna Mats and Tosh.
Oh yeah, the 5 of you. Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah, was it?
Or was Diana Mats there?
I can't remember. Maybe it was Trisha. Deanna Mats was definitely there.
Okay.
And I think Trisha was yeah, Trisha. I think Trisha was on the team. No, maybe she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't.
Right. Anyway, that was.
Yeah,
it was. I was thrilled to see you putting a team together. It was good, a women's team.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually really nice to have that.
Yeah, first time ever, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get hold of Shane's game. Shane. Oh yeah, this. Oh no, that's round 1. Don't want round 1. I want round 5. And Shane Mellick against Nitish. And this was, I looked, when I was looking at this, oh no, not to download, I want to add. When I was looking at this earlier, before we came on. I thought that the opening was not a Shane opening. So, yeah, do you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, C4 and E6, which is the move that Cavan doesn't like. And so it goes into it's going into maybe it was one of those Vincent Keimer things where they play B3 at this stage. I don't know if B3 was played, but I don't think this is what happened. And it's I suppose it's like an advanced collie, like a slightly better collie because you've got your pawn on C4 instead of C3.
But that's never the color. This just looks like the English.
Yeah.
Or a reverse Sicilian.
Yeah, just on chess politics and changing federations, Waterford Wizard says, don't the US Federation have to agree to the switch as well? They don't, but if they don't, then the federation that the players are moving to have to pay a kind of a transfer fee. And that depends on how strong the player is. But these two players are not strong enough in US terms. In Irish terms, they're pretty strong, but in US terms, they're not. And so the US Federation will say, well, if they want to go, sure, why not? Like, knock yourself out. Because they're at those ratings, they're not going to be close to getting on the American women's team, or even a second American women's team. Or a third, I would think. Like Americans, they have a lot of strong women players.
Yeah.
And
also, Serpa transition year is after there's 6 years of secondary school, and it's the 4th year of secondary school. So after you finish your junior cert exams, which are the 3rd year.
That's like O levels in England, if you know about them. It would be in Germany, I guess.
GCSEs.
I don't know if yeah, GCSEs, yeah.
Yeah, GCSEs in the UK. So it's 4th year. The year after that. It's a year, you can also choose to skip it. So a lot of people skip it because they feel like it's a waste of a year. But a lot of people do it. You can see what different subjects you want to maybe study.
Yeah. I think it's a very good idea. I've seen some schools in Ireland, they only let the better students do transition year because they don't want the messers.
Oh, we have the opposite. They only let the better students skip.
And I think that's appropriate because the messers they need to figure out what they want to do with their lives.
Yeah.
And you're very young when you're trying to do that. So no, I'd be all in favor of letting everybody do it. So we got this kind of Tarash. Yeah. And this is why this doesn't look like a Shane opening.
What's a Shane opening?
A Shane opening is where there's there's action. This is very quiet. Look, I mean,
so far
this poor bishop is stuck on C1 doing nothing. And it's not coming out for quite a while. And if it goes, if Shane plays B3 and then bishop B2, it's still stuck behind the knight and the pawn.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this is a slightly strange choice from Shane. But maybe he looked at Natish's games and thought this is a good idea against Natish. He's just saying, yeah, I'm just going to play quietly, and it's kind of almost like early 20th century, where people used to play Queen's Gambits all the time. And now, does he take the pawn on C5? No, he doesn't even. Yeah, he doesn't even take here. With black having wasted.
Wait. Where has Jonathan? Oh, rejoin now. Oh no, I have no internet. Oh no, my internet is gone. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay,
Oh.
I'm back. My internet. Something happened.
Is that your internet?
Well, OBS was working, so so I have internet in that sense, but it disconnected me from the call.
Mm. Mm.
So I didn't hear what you were saying.
I was saying that Shane didn't even take the pawn to give black an isolated pawn. After black played, black has just played here. Black played bishop e7, and Shane could have taken the pawn now because now black has to waste a tempo capturing it back. But he didn't even do that. He didn't do that. He just castled.
Okay.
A black castled, and then Shane plays b3, which is kind of like what the Zuckertort, a better Zuckertort because you already got your pawn on c4.
Yeah. Well, the knight should be on d2, but yeah, we can.
Okay. Fair enough. And yeah, I think this looks fine.
Hello, Dark Poison. How are you?
Dark Poison.
We
Wow.
used to have the ability to take gap year before going to high school or trade school after middle school to figure out, but now they don't allow that anymore because they made school mandatory till 18 instead of 16. Oh, Sarpa is from Finland.
Ah, okay. Oh, do you know something that I read an article on Finnish school teachers in a German newspaper many years ago, and in Finland, to become a teacher, like a high school teacher or a secondary school teacher, it's really, really difficult. It's high status, and they only let the best people become teachers in Finland, and as such, they get great teachers, I believe.
Well, Sarpa says that that's not the case.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, then they have very good publicity.
Maybe the Germans just love them.
Maybe.
But yeah, I have heard that the education in Finland is the best, maybe the best in the world.
Okay, so we had 94. This looks fine for black, doesn't it? It looks grand. So yeah, so bishop went out. Yeah, and notice you don't. Shane doesn't take the knight, although I suppose he could have. Although, where are you going to go now? Do you go up here? This will be a funny position, wouldn't it?
Nice pawn structure.
Yeah. These kind of positions, I kind of like. I'm thinking,
Yeah, very boring.
My knights have gone. I've got no knights to hop around with.
The diagonals are closed. At least if the pawn wasn't on e5, you'd have a nice bishop on b2. But
yeah,
but otherwise,
true enough. You're right. Anyway, so that's what he didn't play that way. Shane just got on with development. No adventures. And Nitish goes here and does. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, trying to get traction on the black squares. Now he takes. And am I going to play rook c1? Oh, just f3. Okay, kicking the knight away. Yeah. Yeah, this is. I'm just wondering. I mean, the bar is showing it's totally level. But okay.
Okay,
I don't like that.
The isolated pawn is in trouble.
I don't like that choice. Well, it's not quite as bad. Like if this f pawn was back on f2, then it would be very bad. But like black has a problem pawn on d5, but white has a problem pawn on e3. So it's not quite as bad as it might be. Okay, let's see. What does Sarpa's giving us an education on education in Finland. Okay, though the worst schools are up north. 679 from Helsinki. Okay, not literally, but
She was saying that in her mom's town where she was in middle school, they picked moms that had raised like 10 to 15 kids to be teachers.
okay, fair enough. That's interesting. Oh, tell me, Sarpa, is it true? Like in Ireland, if you want to buy a house, it's like you find out how many square feet it is and how many bedrooms there are. And in Germany, or maybe it's mostly how many bedrooms there are. In Germany, it's how many square meters the house is. But in Finland, I've been told it's how nice is the sauna. Is that just silly of me, or like, you know, a stereotypical notion about Finns, or is it actually true?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, good. Excellent. Yeah, big requirement. We live in a free state, Kim Jong-un. Free state.
Hello, Giant Pixels. Welcome back.
And that's the other thing, Kim Jong-un. What's with your haircut? Like, you know, what is it? Like, and your dad had the same kind of haircut too. It was weird. Did you ever see Kim Jong-il, or whatever his name is? The North Korean dictator.
Yeah.
You know his haircut.
Yeah.
It's kind of just... It's
Skin
weird.
fade.
Yeah.
You have more saunas than families.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Also, a
Anyway.
funny fact about South Korea is that they have more chicken shops than there are McDonald's in the world.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe it when I heard it, but apparently it's true.
Oh, well, of course, it must be true if you read it on the internet. Okay, so we have this. Everything's getting... Oh, look at this interesting move. So he wants to keep his queen there, and he's happy to double his A-pawns. That's an interesting decision. And he wants to use... I guess it's... The knight will have to go back, and it'll have to go back to either... I guess to f6 here. And then Shane is going to put a rook on the b file and try and target these queenside pawns. And also you can target the d pawn. Okay, he's got a little niggle. Yeah. But now I guess you can play a5 maybe? No, okay, plays this first. Right. I don't like h6 there. So it's like a waste of time. You want to do something with one of your rooks. So now in this position, I presume black or white Shane with white pieces is going to either double on the c file or double on the b file. And you probably prefer to double on the c file to control it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's giving up.
Maybe a7 is hanging.
That loses a pawn. But I mean, if you go the other way, if you do this rook,
same thing.
It's the same thing happens. So okay, so we played here, takes. Okay, so now Shane is up a doubled a pawn. So how many pawns is a double a pawn worth, Diana? And chat, how much is a double a pawn or a double h pawn worth?
Well, it depends if it's passed. Then 2.
But if it's not passed,
yeah, I guess 1.
no.
None.
No, it's worth half a pawn.
Oh, okay.
And the reason it's worth half, like if you look at this, our e pawn here, we can take two ways. We can take either on f4 or d4, but our a pawn can only take on b5. So it you can't. There's no like whatever this z file. You can't take on z5 if it's
Yeah.
a wraparound, whatever So that's why rook pawns aren't worth as much, and that's again if a rook pawn is only worth half a pawn, and you sacrifice your pawn, your a pawn, by if say the h pawn ran all the way up to here to h3, so that's half a pawn loss. But suddenly we convert a g pawn, which was worth a full pawn, into a h pawn, which is only worth a half pawn. So white has lost half a pawn. Black has also lost half a pawn by sacrificing. So it's a zero gain. So there's no loss there by giving up your rook pawn.
Yeah, that's true.
If you think about it that way.
Yeah. Good to know for future evaluation.
Yeah, it depends. Oh, yeah. Well, everything in chess depends, doesn't it? Okay, isn't it the worst possible slot to double your pawn? Yeah, it's not great. This is true. Okay, so the rook went here. Oh, now he has to play g6. Yeah, he plays g6. Queen comes back into the center. Lovely spot. Okay, yeah, I guess, is he worried if he plays king here? Is he worried about rook here?
Rook
c1? Maybe rook c1 is okay. Yeah, fair enough. So maybe that's not it. But I guess maybe you play a5 and a6, and you try to swap your a pawn for the b pawn, and then you really will have a passed a pawn. But he didn't play. Black played knight d7. Oh yeah, look at the times on this. I mean, we're. Oh, John has another person, another interview. Yeah, John. Of course, we're always willing. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. Lexi, is it?
Oh.
Daphne. Do you know Daphne?
No, I don't know.
Oh yeah. I know Daphne as well. Yeah, we would. Yeah. No problem. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I know Martin. Martin knows me as well anyway, so I know Daphne. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you. Okay. So Diana, do your magic, and we're getting Jacob Flynn.
Okay.
And then we're going to have Daphne Schrantz on. Okay. Do you know Daphne? You know Daphne?
Yeah, I know Daphne.
Yeah, I know Daphne as well. Yeah. So anyway, we'll just blitz on this quickly. So King, yeah, but Shane is 50 minutes up on the clock, and Nitish is suffering. So, or he's worrying. Oh. Okay. So can I take that H pawn?
Yeah. Why not?
He did. But he lost his D pawn. And having lost his D pawn, he's gonna be checkmated.
Can come back to defend the knight.
And yeah, we can we, what do we do here to avoid catastrophe?
Well, is there a mate? Because queen here?
Yeah, you got to yeah.
No, this is mate, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there's queen takes queen.
Yeah.
I missed that too. I missed that too.
There's no queen h4. Never mind.
Whoops. Don't worry. I was thinking, oh my god, white has lost. But yeah, so if he plays here, and then the king went up, and then the king went Does the king go to f4 or okay, g4 first, but after f5? Okay. Oh, and you're just going to. Black's pieces are so far away from home. You can actually take. Look at this. You can play. You can be using the king as
Do
an active
whatever
piece,
you want. Yeah.
and there's no more checks. Yuck. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's get. I'll go and get. I will get Jacob's game.
Okay.
He beat
I'll need to
Cornelius.
go around 8:10 my time.
Okay. In
So
yeah, well,
seven-
we'll be finishing by then anyway.
Yeah.
Do something. Sorry, it's yourself,
Uh,
Jake. Yeah. You sit there. I'll
I'll
let you go ahead. Come on out with me. Sorry, Dad.
Hi, Jacob.
Oh yeah, that's true. There is
Hi,
a 5,
Can you hear me all right?
but I guess
we
you
can.
just get out of
We
the
Happy
chat
days.
and it's fine.
Can you hear us?
Yep,
1 sec.
all good at this end.
Hello, how are you?
All
Uh,
good. Here.
Are you seeing your game here? With
I'm not
E4?
seeing the game. I can
Okay,
fish it out somewhere.
we're on.
Well done
there
on
should
your
be
win.
Thank you.
there should be a browser tab with chess.com/classroom/shaggy-dancing-being.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I'm there.
and if you're just try, you should have access to moving the pieces.
You can see me make
can.
this move,
Yeah,
yeah?
can. Great. Okay, so we're good to go. So how's
right.
the tournament going?
It's pretty tough. Yeah, I had a decent start. The first 3 rounds were okay, and then I had a tough game yesterday against one of the lower seeds who played very well, and I was lucky to get away with the draw.
Right.
So I've been a pretty slow start, but I kind of felt like I can still get some momentum in the second half.
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, it might not be a big score to win it this year.
Sure. We had a recommendation for you against the Scotch yesterday because your opponent played the Scotch and you played a wimpy d6 to get him out of theory, and d6 is just like you suffered after that, and so you should. So the move I would recommend instead of d6 is bishop e4 check, and that's something that I, as a Scotch player, never really looked at. And so Scotch players don't really know it very well, and that's something you could learn in a few hours. And it's a decent move.
Yeah, no, I've played it before. It's a funny move. But I hadn't looked at it prior to the game, and my opponent doesn't usually play the Scotch.
Okay.
But I ended up transposing back to my preparation for the game, as wimpy as it was. But I misplayed the position, so it was my fault. I don't think it was the fault of the opening.
Right, fair enough. Anyway, let's have a look here. Okay, so yeah, so it's lots of people playing Caro-Cans these days.
Yeah, well, okay, Cornelius usually plays e5. He can also play the Caro-Can, so this was already a little bit of a surprise. And he was expecting me to play maybe f3 here, is what I usually play.
Oh, okay.
And so I decided to play, the main line.
Right.
Knight f6. Okay, everyone plays knight f6 these days.
Yeah.
c3, bishop d6, bishop d3.
Right.
And the main line, is castles. Castles, queen c2, rook e8, knight e2, h5. And there's a lot of theory here. It's very complicated. Wasn't
there a game in January in these GM Norm tournaments, and Tom O'Gorman smashed Keith Arkle in this in one of the rounds, and I think
it may have been something similar. I mean, I used to have a lot of games with Tom where I would play g6 and he would play like h4, and the game wouldn't last very long.
Right. I think maybe that was something. It was something like that then.
But he had a very clever idea. Knight a6 is very topical. But I didn't quite know what to do. He's trying to make waiting moves and delay castling.
Right.
And wait for white to commit, because in this structure, white has a choice of castle kingside or queenside. And he can react a little bit to what I do. So he doesn't have to commit to short castles.
And what happens if you just take the knight, and like double your pawns? Because you don't have queen a5 check as a trick to avoid wrecking your pawn structure here. Because
Yeah, I mean, my feeling about these kind of positions is that black's going to have very good dynamic compensation for the bad structure. So they'll castle short. They'll play something like bishop b7, c5 at some point, and having some open lines on the queen side might help them create counterplay. Also, it's hard to see what white's active plans are here. The bishop on c1 is not particularly good.
yeah.
I could try and trade it on f4, but it's kind of unrealistic if black plays queen c7. And my light squares could be very weak. Now, maybe it's possible to play this way, but I certainly didn't want to do it against a well-prepared opponent.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, so what do you play instead? Okay, queen c2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wanted black to show me what they wanted to do, because they can't castle. They can play h6 or h5. So they played knight c7 first, knight e2.
Oh wait, no! I want to take that pawn.
Oh, did I blunder?
No, I want to take the h pawn. Can I take the h pawn?
I can't say I considered this move.
And then okay. It says it's not like I suppose it's just this move.
You just
oh no!
that.
Oh no!
No.
What is there? I mean, if you play g6, just is this the machine is liking this?
Is there king d7 and the king comes to c7?
You're gonna have to play your bishop back to e7, I guess, if there's a check. Oh, you have queen check. Yeah, you've got queen. Of course, yeah. If you do this, you've got this, and this is check.
No. I don't want to play queen e7.
No, indeed. Yeah. Oh, you want to play? So, but I guess white will play.
I've got shelter here.
Oh. But if you trade queens, then that's good.
Oh, sorry, it's check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's check. So you have to. White would have to swap, and this would be fine for black.
Yeah.
So okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, so that's why you didn't play it.
No, that's not why I didn't play it. But I didn't play it because it wasn't a move. It was on my radar. Knight e2 was okay. So the knight should come to g3 and try to look at these squares. H5. Yeah. It's kind of annoying because my preparation was sort of different to this, and I ended up having to go short castles. I mean, I can still play bishop e3 and castles long, but I wasn't really wanting to play those kind of positions anyway. And okay, I should prevent black from playing h3. I think that's just going to be a long-term issue for me if I let that happen.
Yeah. Oh, now you can, and now you don't get to play a piece to f4.
Right, so black is playing very cleverly, like they want to go queen c7, control the f4 square. And on a good day, I mean, it's even possible that black could just go for it and do this.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit worried, but usually if they play g5, I can go bishop f5 and start blockading. Right. So I wasn't, not immediately worried. I just decided to develop. And yeah, here I didn't find anything better than this move, rook ae1. I considered playing c4 straight away, but I think I wasn't quite sure about knight b4.
But do you take and then play c5, and then you try and trap the bishop? Oh, the queen moves, and then the bishop gets rerouted. Okay, fair enough.
It's very possible this is quite strong for white, but for whatever reason, I didn't pull the trigger on this. I guess I just felt knight b4 was too annoying. So I played slower instead and played king f8, which, I mean, I really expected him to play short castles. I thought king f8 was a strange move, but...
No, it doesn't like short castles at all.
That's funny, yeah. Is there something immediate, or is it just the weakness of the h4 pawn? Maybe I can check.
Maybe it's c4 now. Maybe you played c4 now.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah, c4 here.
I think.
Yeah, because see, my issue here was I wanted to play c4 in this position, but I thought he goes knight f4, and I wanted to do this and go here. Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't quite yet. I don't think. It was. Was it yet? No, it wasn't yet. It was after a3, g6. I wanted to play c4.
Right.
Knight f4 takes, bishop b4. And if he goes king g7, I have rook e7, queen goes somewhere, and then I take on g6.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Whoa! I like
But
that.
instead, he can go, I think, bishop d6. And I didn't find anything. I wanted to play bishop takes g6, but I was worried about takes, and queen f7.
Uh-huh.
And black is okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't find anything super clear here for white. Maybe I should just play that position with, exchanging the minor pieces and say that the endgame's good with the 4 against 3. But
Maybe actually go after bishop d6. Maybe you can after knight f4, knight takes, bishop takes, and then bishop b4 check, bishop d6, and then c5. And you're just saying you're hoping that either if the bishop goes back to e7, then you can sack on g6.
If it goes to f4.
If it goes to f4,
maybe bishop c4? No, I'm not sure. Maybe I got rook e2.
I was even wondering, can you play g3? But that seems to be asking for a lot of trouble. No, I was just wondering if you play g3, h takes, f takes, and then you've got an open f file for your
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But it's a bit silly.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely this could be good for white. I was reluctant to play c5 from a sort of a strategical viewpoint, although it's kind of ironic considering what happened in the game. But
okay, so you played a3, did you?
I played queen c1.
Okay.
It's a little bit sort of stodgy, but I want to play c4 next move and prevent knight f4.
Right. Okay.
Of course, he can play b5, which is one of the issues with this, but I kind of felt like I can get away with playing b3 and playing for c4.
And after queen a5?
After queen a5, I think I can play c4.
Anyway. Oh.
Yeah.
And then after, of course, the queen has to play. Oh yeah, okay. Just to show everybody. And what I missed was, of course, this little tricky bishop suddenly comes out and eyes the queen, and that means, and your knight is under attack. Black's knight is under attack, so black is losing the piece here. So so that doesn't work.
And and the reason I play b3 is like I really want to take black with a pawn on c4. I can play c4 straight away as possible, but then structurally I'm kind of weakening myself a little bit. Of course, black has a weak pawn on c6 now, so it's a little bit double-edged. But like I would prefer to take with a pawn just to evict the knight from d5, and if it gets forced back, then I have some sort of space advantage, which I can sort of nurse as the game continues. But again, b3 is kind of weakening all of my dark squares on the queen side, and now the a3 pawn will be weak forever. So I wasn't, super sure, but at least it's a clear plan.
And this is a case where you haven't played the most insightful moves earlier, and now you're forced into some certain contortions to try and keep an advantage.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a little bit hard to believe for white. Knight e7 is a clever move. I guess I kind of thought from the distance that c5 or something would be annoying, but his bishop is very safe on h2. Like if I play c5 here, bishop h2, king h1, and I could try and trap it with f4, but it always just comes back to g3.
Right, and then if you take.
And then if I take
you're in trouble. Indeed.
So it's not nice. So I wasn't really wanting to do that. I came up with this idea of knight c3. I felt that the knight was the worst placed piece. I mean, I can bring it towards e4 and try and involve my rooks, because the rook on f1 is also kind of misplaced.
How about instead you play? If you played something like bishop f4, trying to get rid of those black square bishops. that
possible, yeah.
or no, knight f4 walks into g5, so you don't want so. It
I
just,
mean, what I wanted to do was to do. Sorry.
that's causing problems for this knight. The knight will have to retreat again, so you don't want to do that.
I wanted to play bishop c3 and do something on this diagonal.
Yeah, okay, that seems a reasonable idea.
But I wanted to basically get the knight to e4 first, because if I get the bishop on c3, then I don't know what I'm doing with this knight.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start with this, but then the problem became, of course, he played this to try and trade off this bad bishop. I wanted to do this, and then he found this great move, rook b8. Or at least I thought it was quite strong, because if I got bishop c3, I was getting a little bit bothered about this move rook b3. And I really wasn't sure if I should let him activate in this way. I considered it for a long time, but somehow I'm getting pinned here, and I can't take on d6 because he always takes on d3.
And he's got an extra, and he's got an extra attack on the a pawn as well.
Yeah.
So your queen is going to be shunted around. But maybe you can just play queen c2 here.
Well, yeah, I considered lots of lines where I can just give the a pawn, and I think it's possible, but I wasn't sure it was a big advantage for me.
Yeah.
Because I just, whenever I go d5, he has bishop e5 and shuts it down in a lot of variations. Although I'm not so sure. Like, it's getting kind of sharp, right? Because there's the possibility of like weird moves like d6, but I guess it doesn't work out.
But you could play bishop b4 first, hitting the rook.
Yes.
And then you have d6. I don't know if it works, but
yeah, it's definitely hard to anticipate all of this. It's super messy. But okay, I made what I felt was a pretty bad move. I went c5.
Right.
He went check here, 95.
Oh.
And okay, it's a big concession for me to give him this d5 square and to spoil my structure. So I have this backwards pawn on d4. On the other hand, he has a bit of an issue with this bishop on h2. And I thought maybe I can challenge the d5 square with bishop c4. So I thought it was imbalanced. He offered me a draw with knight d5, but I played on. And here I was worried about rook d8, because I think he wants to take back on d5 with a piece. So he can keep pressure on the d4 pawn, and I don't have some pass pawn on c5. In the game, he went rook here, and I think this was the start of things going wrong. Because now, sort of strategically, his position has become very bad. Because here, strategically, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
He has the right balance of material. He's blockaded my pawn on d4. A lot of endgames are good for black now. So I have to maybe try to create something by after rook d8. Maybe I'm going to go knight c3 or something. I wasn't sure. And challenge for the d5 square. But it's very imbalanced.
Right.
I don't feel like white is better.
So after rook e8,
here I can take the knight.
Okay, and then do you go back to you will go back to c3, but then you're just you're not dropping the exchange. I thought you were going to drop the exchange if the bishop went into d3.
Yeah, luckily I can take on e8 and then go rook e1.
Yeah. And the question now is...
It's also possible there I can go rook d1, by the way. It might be stronger because I might be threatening bishop h6 check. So I don't know. But either way. In fact, maybe I start with bishop h6 check. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Or maybe you can take the pawn here.
Or maybe I can take on d5. That's another thing I was considering. I wasn't sure.
And the queen has to stay protecting the bishop on
but now you
h2.
push.
Here's c6. Maybe, and then if queen c6 then? Oh, something bad here.
Yeah, knight b4.
Knight b4.
Forking queen and bishop. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's hard to find a square for the queen that's not just splash straight away.
So bishop d3 is just a bad idea because you suddenly get really active and he's left with his weak pawn on d5.
Yeah.
Or not, even, which is even worse.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, I wasn't sure what pieces I wanted to exchange. I think I should try and exchange the Dark Square Bishops.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I mean, I think probably everything apart from the Knight against the Light Square Bishop is what I want to do. So I started trying to get my pieces into the game. I think this move is important because this Bishop D3 move is very annoying. I think he felt relieved to get rid of his H2 Bishop, which he has to babysit all the time.
Right.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of happy to get developed and just exchange these bishops anyway.
Sure.
So Queen C6 blockading. I considered Knight A2, but I thought developing the rooks was more important.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Um,
And you doubled. Yeah.
This is a clever move. I mean, he can take back with the F pawn. Maybe it's not so bad for him anymore. So I went Queen B2. I also considered Knight A2, but I think it makes sense. Weakness of the last move. He can't go Rook B8, so I take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to activate, and maybe there's ideas of because I anticipated he might do this, and I wanted to go here, and at least now he's under a lot of practical pressure because I'm creating threats, and in a lot of the variations his pawns are hanging. So these endgames
Yeah,
Knight against
yeah,
Bishop
yeah.
are very risky. He takes. It's possible for me to take on C6 here, but I didn't really want to imbalance the game. Just took on E3. Bishop D7 is a blunder, but it's difficult for him. I mean, he should take the queen, I guess, but the problem in this variation is if he takes on E3, now his A pawn is hanging.
Yeah.
If he moves it to A6, like on knight C7 is a 4.
And both, yeah, indeed.
If he goes A5, C6 actually queens because.
Oh, you got knight.
In this position, I have knight A7. Or what did I have here? Yeah, knight A7.
Yeah, knight A7. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
this is good enough because no king D7. So that wasn't so obvious either that would be okay. But Bishop D7 is just disaster here because I got this. He gives up this, but the issue is once I get this set up, there's a fortress, so there's no activity for his king at all. I cover all the squares.
And you're just going to slowly bring your king out. And
yeah, I do this, and okay, there's no counterplay now. If he goes G5, is maybe one more try to try and keep this pawn weak. I could play King G2, King F6, King F3, Bishop F1, and GH, King G4. So I guess I got a bit fortunate at some point in the middle game that he made this mistake to allow me to take on D5. But yeah, I was happy with the result.
Yeah.
So
how
many moves did you have? What was it? Let me check. I can check. I can look at it. So this is on move 25, and you got 15 minutes to 20 minutes to make 15 moves. Were you kind of getting a bit nervous there, time wise? Because
I was
still
getting nervous around here. Yeah. Once I got this, I felt like my position would at least become easier to play.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I was under a lot of pressure in the game. I mean, Black was almost taking control around this point.
Sure.
So, and he's a very, very strong player. I mean, really well prepared and really strong strategic player. And he'll be a tough opponent for whoever he faces in the rest of this.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me, you had a great year. Your rating went up to almost 2,300. At least I think your Irish rating was, the last time I looked, it was like just under 2,300. What have you been doing that's, apart from just winning lots of games, what have you done to you've got over, you were plateauing around 2,150.
Yeah.
Or high 2,100s for a year or two. So what have you done to just sort of jump out of that? What do you think helped?
Well, it's strange because since those days, I haven't really improved tactically. I haven't improved, like worked on end games. My openings have been similar level, but I really started trying to subtract things from my game rather than add things to my game because I think I was trying to do too much and I was overthinking so much, and simple kind of pieces of advice helped me during games, like and Agard, like anything to do with Agard really helped me. Like all the stuff he says about worst place peace, these kind of ideas, sort of simple thought process, trying to make natural moves work. I'm trying to play more straightforwardly because I
Right.
can always
Yeah.
do sort of like I know what I'm good at. I know in certain situations my intuition is just really
Yep.
strong,
Yeah.
and I can play super high level games. But sometimes I just tie myself in knots. Um,
So you've stopped doing that.
not so much stop doing it, but I'm doing it less.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Right.
I think I've just become more mature, and I kind of get
Uh-huh.
into less sort of um, mental spirals during games.
Yeah.
And I control things a bit better. I think it kind of came with age a little bit.
Right.
And hopefully, hopefully I finished the event okay. I felt good about how I played in the last year.
Right.
Um,
Yes. Yeah. 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 Were you surprised when you saw Connor and Colin entering at the last minute because you were top seed up to that point?
yeah, I don't think it really affected my chances in a meaningful way. Like it's a field with not someone really, super strong,
Yeah.
but there's so
Yeah.
much depth of strength. And even before they entered, I wasn't, you know, even if I'm a favorite in that field, maybe I have like a 10% chance to win. There's just so many players who could have won the event. Um, so I mean, and I wasn't surprised to see that they entered because there was always going to be people sniffing around late
Mhm,
on
mhm,
and thinking,
mhm.
"Oh, I might walk this," you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's good to have them here. I mean, it's always nice to see Colin playing well.
Yeah. 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 Indeed. I don't know what we haven't actually looked at his game today, have we? John, I know
He's
we've
in a
been.
rooking game with Jason.
Okay. Okay. We might have a look at that. Yeah. Anyway, listen. Thank you very much for those really interesting comments, Jacob.
Oh,
Yeah, well done in your
appreciate
game, and
you.
good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks. Yep. Thank you very much.
You're
Good to
welcome.
see you. See you later.
Cheerio. I think there's somebody else going to come. We're going to have Daphne on.
Perfect. All right.
Jonathan, I'll need to go in like soon, in
Yeah,
a few minutes.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. We'll if we do this interview, then we'll just call it a day, folks. Yeah. Has Irish chess got stronger since the last tournament?
I think it's just getting it stronger every year.
Yeah, I mean, also the juniors are like for a long time there were players. There was kind of the established elite, and they were there forever.
Yeah.
And now we've got players like Jacob, who's suddenly come up. Well, not suddenly, but he's been around for quite a while. But he's breaking into the Irish elite.
Yeah.
Kevin, Jason. Yeah, there's lots of them, and we've got a lot of teenagers.
Yeah.
Who are very strong. So yes, I mean I'm guessing that the average age. I haven't done the we haven't seen the tournament hall, but if we did,
it'll be more youngsters than.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Who's Irish? Well, we've got one GM, Fearless and 1-1, and that is Alex Baburin, who originally comes from Nizhny Novgorod, which, if anyone has read A Gentleman in Moscow, which is a brilliant novel and a good TV series as well. I think, I'm not sure where it was streaming, but anyway, well worth watching. And Nizhny Novgorod is famous for its apples.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But anyway, that Alex hails from there, but he moved to Ireland in the early 90s. And has lived here ever since and played for Ireland since about 1994, I think it was his first Olympiad. Which, were you even born then, Diana? No. So that's anyway. I guess. Well, if I'm not sure if we're going to get Daphne, we will. I'll look here. This is the last game, and if. Yeah, we're just going to go very fast. Add games. Okay, so we had Column plays Queen's Indian, sorry, Jason plays a Queen's Indian. Column avoids the Nimzo, but plays this quiet E3 system. And yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a bit weird because you. Oh yeah, why not just play C6? I'd just kick you. I think
Yeah, maybe he
C6 is a
didn't
move
wanna-
you want to play.
I don't know. Block his bishop. It's already blocked, I guess. But
It's already blocked,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, he played knight A6, A3, stopping it. Okay. He wanted to play C5. And he wants to. He's basically saying this knight is silly on B5.
okay, yeah.
And it'll probably have to come back to C3 anyway. So why spend a move sending it back to where it wants to go?
Yeah.
That's what Jason's thought is here. So B3. Okay, I think I would have been. Oh no, B3. Yeah, B3 is a clever move because if you don't play that, if you play something like bishop here, then I think there's like Queen D7, and now you're threatening C4, and then the knight is going to hang. So by playing B3, you stop that because you can always take with the pawn. So knight went back, takes. And it's kind of
Another collie.
another kind of collie, yeah. But this looks fine for black.
Yeah, maybe B4 as well. This looks good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and you don't play C4 here. That's why don't you?
I guess C4 gives away this as well.
Yeah.
And then here.
Or would you take? I don't know if I'd take. I think I might be inclined to just do.
Oh, bishop E2.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, bishop E2. Oh, we're getting in the way of each other. Yeah, bishop E2, and then you. Oh no, it doesn't like that at all. Oh, because of C3. I'm guessing.
Okay.
C3, and you're kind of white is blocked in a bit. So no, he would take the knight. Okay, so he played rook here. But this is one of these good isolated pawn positions, I think, because you've got.
Yeah, you've got the knight on E4.
Yeah, you've got nice activity. But for how long? There's a new book that came out about 3 or 4 months ago, Joanna, and it's called The Most Boring Chess Book Ever Written. And it's by, I think, a Hungarian IM, as it Hazai, something, and Ian Rogers, who's a GM from Australia. And it's all on isolated queen pawn endings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they deliberately called it the most boring book in the world. Or yeah. So we got this. This is. I wonder if either of the players know about this book.
Well, it just came out.
Well, it's 3 or 4 months old. Yeah. Okay, so this looks all right for. This doesn't look like a bad.
Yeah,
isolated
we
pawn.
looked at this with Kevin from here.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And he was saying that white is slightly better.
Yeah, but it's not like.
Yeah.
It's not like at least the bishop is on c4. It's in front of the pawn rather than behind the pawn.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't have that much to do there either. Okay. Oh. Why that move? Why not? Why not? Why not here? That's a bit odd.
Maybe he didn't like g5. I don't know.
Maybe. Anyway, he played. Oh, maybe he's trying to play g5 here before doubling and trying to checkmate white.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's the idea. Anyway, Colin played g5. Okay, yeah, we don't want to put another pawn on. Okay, so we got this, but yeah, this is looking. I don't think I'd like to be playing this position here as black. Oh. Yeah, this seems to be helping. But now I guess we go. Oh, okay, go that way. Oh, I don't know if I play that, but okay. Well, white can't take the rook because then you take with the pawn,
Yeah.
and the pawn wins. The pawn queens 2 moves. So that's why you went here. And if we take and then so we get this kind of position. Okay, so we've got maybe I think white will not have enough here.
Yeah, king h6 was played. This is the position right now.
Right.
I mean, both of them have to watch out for each other, but
yeah. The engine is saying equal. I think that the A pawn is going to go on. Is it going to go on here? No, it can't go. It can't. I don't think it can go to. I think the best what Jason should be doing is he should be trying to swap the A pawn for the H pawn. And if he can do that, then it should be a draw.
okay.
If he doesn't, if he ends up, like I think whose move is it? It's yeah. Okay, so say white's going to play rook here, right? Why not? And then say we go here, here. Okay, now this is okay, isn't it? This is fine because as soon whatever white plays, say white plays this move.
Yeah, now you can play rook h1. Yeah.
And you got to take here, and we take here, and this goes here, and then I guess the king comes back this way and it's in time to stop, and our H pawn is defended and everything's okay.
Yeah.
So something, but I know Colin's going to spend ages here, and that's the way. Anyway, I think that's it.
Yeah.
You need to go.
Yeah, I'll need to go. But I think this is the last game. The others, Rory's looking like he's completely winning, according to the engine, and there's only those 2 games.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh, and Oleg won in the Ukrainian derby against Lukian. Okay. Oshin. Oh,
it's frozen again. Have I left? What happened? Oh,
Diana?
You're back.
Diana, listen. That's an indication. That's
a sign. Okay, let me just make a raid. So where will we go? Let's go to Rach Angel. She is doing I think she's doing educational stream, calculation training.
Oh, excellent. We could all do with that.
Yeah, so let's go over to Rachel. Thank you so much for coming in. So tomorrow I won't be here. Patrick will be commentating.
Yeah. And we might have Tosh.
Oh yeah.
She might come in briefly, at least sometime. So listen, folks, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
For round 6.
Thanks so much for coming in. See you later. Bye.